but we're not. We're just going to keep everything consistent. This one has a 3 in the denominator, so we're going to give this fraction a 3 in the denominator. Give it a number in the denominator. You got to give the top the same number. This fraction has an x in the denominator, so we're going to give this fraction an x over x. Now both denominators are exactly the same. 3x, x minus 3, 3x, x minus 3. We would have 3 times 4, or 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 6 times x, which is simply 6x plus 12 over 3x times x minus 3. Again, you could divide everything by 3. We could have done that originally. But that answer right there that I have put in that rectangle there is fine. All right, the next 3 are a little interesting. I've got a rational function plus something that doesn't look to be a rational function. All right, irrational function, fraction. 3 over x minus 9 plus 4x. Well, I can call 4x over 1, which I did right there. So what am I going to do to get the fractions to be the same? I'm just going to give this x minus 9. This kind of already has a 1 times x minus 9. So I'm going to give this x minus 9 over x minus 9, which I've got written right there. Time for a little distribution. This can be 4x squared minus 36x plus 3 all over x minus 9. On 23, again, pause this whenever you need to. 23, which is that one right there. Again, going to call this 3 over 1. Minus 1 over x squared plus 5. What I'm going to do is I'm simply going to give this fraction here, the x squared plus 5 over x squared plus 5. Then the denominators will be the same. Little distribution here. That's going to be 3x squared plus 15 minus 1, which is 3x squared plus 14, all over x squared plus 5. On 25, got 1 plus 2x plus 7 over 3x minus 1. Again, I'm going to call 1 over 1, like I did there. I need to give this fraction, I need to multiply this fraction by that denominator. You give that denominator 3x minus 1, so give the top 3x minus 1. We do that distribution, it's still 3x minus 1 plus 2x plus 7. Now all of that, again, I can add fractions when I have the same denominator. That common denominator is 3x minus 1. That numerator is now 5x plus 6. All right. Number 26. Here is my original question. 2a over a plus 2 plus 3a over a minus 2. So this fraction is going to need that a minus 2. This fraction is going to need the a plus 2 that the other one has in the denominator. And that's what we're doing. All right. Now the common denominator is a plus 2a minus 2. Or a minus 2a plus 2, which if you multiply out gives you that a squared minus 4. What I'm going to do here is just a little distribution. 2a squared minus 4a plus 3a squared plus 6a. It's going to give me 5a squared plus 2a all over that a squared minus 4. All right, just make the denominators match up. 4c over c minus 3 plus 4c over c plus 3. Again, this fraction is going to get c plus 3 over c plus 3. So this fraction gets that over that. And then this fraction gets the c minus 3 over c minus 3. Give one fraction what the other has in its denominator. Then I just do a little distribution. 4c squared plus 12c. 4c squared minus 12c. All right, 8c squared over c squared minus 9. And on 30, kind of the last one like that, right here. Here's the original 4x over x minus 2 plus 4x over x plus 2. I'm going to give this fraction here the x plus 2 over x plus 2. I'm going to give this fraction here the x minus 2 over x minus 2. All right. Giving me 4x squared plus 8x, 4x squared minus 8x. All over x squared minus 4. 8x is canceled. You're left with 8x squared over x squared minus 4 as that final answer. And then the last few questions to end here, I have 2 over x divided by 3 over y. Again, I do not divide by a fraction. Instead, I multiply by the reciprocal of what I'm dividing by. So I do 2 divided by x times y over 3. And I just multiply across 2y over 3 times x. That one is pretty easy. And here come my last few. This one is 4, or y over 4, y plus 8 minus 1 over y squared plus 2y. Factor that denominator, factor that denominator. Here it is factored. They both have y plus 2's. This one has a 4, so you're going to give this fraction 4 over 4. This one has a y, so you're going to give this fraction a y over y. Leaving you with y squared minus 4 all over the common denominator. Well, eventually. The common denominator is going to be 4y times y plus 2. So it's going to be y squared minus 4 over that. If you probably what would be the exact answer in an Algebra 2 book. Notice how y squared minus 4 factors. So those y plus 2's would cancel. This is the best answer. Y minus 2 over 4y, but that one will be fine for now. All right, if you take pre-calc, if you take calculus, this is the answer right there. And folks, we got 2 more for today, and that'll be the end of page 6. Number 38, holy cow, 3 over x plus 1 divided